the a-hole for very rarely, or almost never, wanting to go to restaurants because my girlfriend makes food that's just as good, if not better, than restaurant food. I've been with my wonderful girlfriend for a few years now, and we usually get along great, aside from this current issue. She's a self-proclaimed foodie, which I honestly think is just selling herself short. She's a food genius. She can taste and smell a dish and then turn around and recreate it, or even make it better than the original. Wow. If you taste something and wonder, what's that super subtle flavor? She'll tell you. It's anchovy paste, sumac, lavender, some other obscure spice that you never would think of. When someone is cooking something and they go, it's missing something, she can tell you exactly what it needs. It doesn't stop there. She knew I had touched a diesel truck at work one morning as soon as I walked into the house that night because she could somehow smell it on me. It's either really cool or really creepy, depending on the day. That's not it either. She heard about a lost family recipe and the next week, bam, I'm eating my grandmother's homemade sausage again for the first time in 15 years. It's gotten to the point where I don't see the point of going out to eat pretty much ever, except maybe her birthday. Even the most exotic ingredients aren't out of her reach either. Even though it's not about cost, I've saved up more being with her than I ever had in any other relationship. The only places we really go for date night is ramen. She can't figure out how to make the noodles, but she still tries. So it's just a matter of time, and sushi. Our anniversary was recently, and I noticed that our local fish counter was selling sushi grade fish, along with rolling mats and nori. So I suggested we have homemade sushi for our anniversary dinner before going out, and she's upset and said,
I'm not learning how to make sushi because then I'll never get a real date ever again.
We ended up going out instead. It kind of took me by surprise that she got so mad. She lightly mentioned wanting to go out occasionally to places like Olive Garden because she likes the red sauce, or other places because she likes the food. And now I'm thinking about it, she's gotten kind of gloomy because I've asked her to cook on date nights instead of going out more often. She also brought up that food she cooks tastes better to me because she's tasting it and smelling it while it cooks, so her senses are dulled by the time it's served. But she has the most acute sense of smell and taste I've ever seen, so I think that's kind of just an excuse. I just don't think it's worth it to go out and pay restaurant food prices when we can stay home for home food prices and have food that's just as excellent. So Reddit, am I the a-hole for not wanting to pay a restaurant to cook my meals? Because I practically have a private chef of my very own. Edit, it's not about the financial aspect of staying home versus going out. I just thought that it was worth mentioning because it's been more of a saving than expected. Edit 2, I'm taking her out to grovel, guys. I'm also going to politely ask that if she finds this off of Twitter, please don't smother me in my sleep for being such a... Edit 3, no Twitter, I don't buy her flowers. Thanks for rubbing it in. I buy her herbs and succulents. What flowers do I buy a woman who likes to preserve them afterward? Also, yes, I wash the dishes. Okay, good. Good Lord, completely, you're the a-hole. Read the last line, dude. You said you have your own private chef. Do you think your wife wants to cook every single night for you? No. She makes sacrifices of her time every time she cooks for you, which sounds like a lot. So why can't you sacrifice some of your time to take her out and possibly show her thanks for the things she's done for you? Geez, man, you're being thick. Maybe that's why she got upset at the thought of never being taken out for dinner again. And I feel like you should bring this up with her directly if it's upsetting you. Maybe tell her you love her cooking more than any restaurant food and she'll love the sentiment and want to cook more. Or maybe she'll say she needs a break from cooking sometimes. Just talk to her. Or maybe go further than just telling her you love her food and show it. Get another old family recipe from your grandparents, buy the ingredients, and tell her you want to learn how to make it. When you say she knows exactly what the recipe's missing, ask what flavor profile she's detecting. Get involved. You'll still save money. Groceries are cheaper than restaurants, but you have to contribute to both the creation and the cleanup of the meal. Otherwise, she will feel like a private chef instead of a girlfriend. And take her to Olive Garden once in a while. It's inexpensive, and who doesn't love breadsticks? Even better if you make it a project with her to try and duplicate some of their dishes at home. You're the a-hole. You don't have a private chef. You have a girlfriend who I assume is doing all the work on the grocery shopping, meal planning, cooking front while you reap the benefits. I seriously hope you are the one helping to clean up the kitchen after dinner at the very least. I also hope since she's doing all of that work, you've picked up the slack in other areas of housework. She wants a night off for date night. That's not unreasonable. You're the a-hole to the point where I'm getting mad reading this. No offense. No, it actually is a little upsetting.